How to play Phase 10, the card game. Phase 10 is a card game for 2 to 6 players. The object of the game is to complete all 10 sequential phases, one round at a time. The first player to complete all 10 phases wins the game. What do you need to play Phase 10? Total of 108 cards includes 24 red cards, 2 of each 1 to 12, 24 blue cards, 2 of each 1 to 12, 24 yellow cards, 24 green cards, 4 skip cards, 8 wild cards. What is a phase? Each player has to complete all 10 phases of the game. If a player does not achieve a phase in a hand, they must repeat that phase in the next hand. The 10 phases are: Phase 1 is 2 sets of 3. Phase 2 is 1 set of 3 plus 1 run of 4. Phase 3 is 1 set of 4 plus 1 run of 4. Phase 4 is 1 run of 7. Phase 5 is 1 run of 8. Phase 6 is 1 run of 9. Phase 7 is 2 sets of 4. Phase 8 is 7 cards of 1 color. Phase 9 is 1 set of 5 and 1 set of 2. And the last phase is 1 set of 5 and 1 set of 3. What is a set? A set is defined as 2 or more cards with the same number. Sets can include numbers from any color. For example, if you have 3 2s and 3 6s and 3 8s. What is a run? A run is defined as 4 or more number cards that are sequential. Wild cards can be used to complete runs. For example, you might have the cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 9, 10, a skip and a wild, and your task is to build Phase 2. You can select 2, 3, 4, and 5 as a run of 4, and 9, 9, and wildcard can complete a set of 3. The cards do not have to be the same colors. What is a flush, or all of one color cards? Flushes, or all of one color card, are formed by having all cards of the same color. For example, when your task is to build Phase 8 with 7 cards of one color, you can build all 7 yellow cards, or 7 red cards, or with 7 blue cards. Wild cards can be used as part of flushes. What is the wild card? Wild cards can be played as any number in a set or run, also any color. You may use any number of wild cards to complete phases as long as you have at least one normal card in the group. What is the skip card? Skip cards cause another player to lose their turn. Skip cards cannot be used as a part of a phase. Skip cards cannot be picked up from the discard pile. To play a skip card, simply discard it from your hand into the discard pile. The next player is skipped. Who goes first? There are no official rules for determining the dealer, so we can use a common rule by drawing cards with the high card player becoming the dealer. Play also starts with the player to the left of the dealer and continues clockwise. Let's set up the game. The dealer deals 10 cards face down to each player. After all players have 10 cards, the dealer lays 1 card face up. This card becomes the first in the discard pile. The rest of the cards are laid face down next to the discard pile. These cards are the draw pile. All players draw a card from either the deck or the top of the discard pile at the beginning of their turn. At the end of their turn, they must discard a single card face up on the discard pile. The turn will continue to the next player. The next player will also draw a card and discard a card. Note: if you run out of draw pile cards, simply flip over the discard pile to make a new draw pile. Don't forget to flip the top card. Scoring: when any player has played down his face and discarded the last card in his hand, the round is over. This player gets 0 points. Now other players who have cards remaining in their hand when the round ends score points. Add the score up and write it down. Remember, the goal is to have the lowest score at the end of the game. Cards value: cards 1 to 9 are worth 5 points each. Cards 10 to 12 are worth 10 points each. Skip cards and wild cards are worth 25 points each. How to win the game? The first player to complete all 10 phases is the winner. If several players complete the 10th phase on the same turn, then the player with the lowest total score in all 10 phases is the winner. If you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.